Welcome to my major project, the Elements Park. Initial ideas. The main initial ideas included forgotten spaces, return to form, and breaking barriers. The selected idea was return to form, which provided more scope and depth for the project. The idea focused on rebranding Oldham to promote positive change and regeneration. The project will focus on community design through interventions. The ideas evolved around creating play and art installations to create place. The focus is to create interventions that promote engagement and activity. The initial idea was to create art installations in the street and alleyway spaces to promote change. The idea provided an initial starting point for the project. The ideas were evaluated based on my strengths and project aims. The selected idea had the most scope and fits with my existing skills. The idea focused on placemaking through architectural and art installations. The idea will rebrand a community to create place. Research. The proposal uses the expanded branding framework from my dissertation. It provided a structural approach to change and rebranding the community. The target area was selected because it has the highest crime rates. It is the most deprived area in Oldham. The average population age is 30 and mainly consists of families. It is also the most densely populated area in Oldham. The target audience are young families with a need for space. They are also interested in maintaining their homes and provide a secure and safe environment for their families. The storyboard mapping revealed that there is a lack of respect for local spaces. There is also a lack of community identity and the streets are too unsafe to play in. The area lacks identity and is monotonous with problems of drug abuse. The area is spoilt by fly tipping, takeaways and derelict buildings. The project idea was influenced by multidisciplinary projects that creates place and identity. The key projects create space and changes the functions of underutilized spaces to promote change. The problem is split into 4 categories: space, identity, function and community. The design aims to resolve all these core problems to regenerate the area. Concept design. The concept is to regenerate the target area in Oldham to promote positive change and community engagement. The idea is to create safe spaces for community pride to promote connections. The approach uses layered frameworks to resolve the design proposal on different scales. The urban design framework identifies and resolves context issues in the community. The landscape design framework will resolve site functions and layout design. Creating Place framework will incorporate mixed functions to activate the space and create character. Graphic design framework will resolve detailed design interventions using branding design principles. The master plan is to create a safe green link between Medlock Vale Park and Oldham Town Centre. The aim is to create a safe passage using the regenerated alleyway spaces to create green routes. Initially, the aim was to regenerate the spaces using murals and graphics on buildings. The idea was to change the character of the spaces to promote change. The colour palette used colour from Indian murals and paintings to reflect the identity of the residents. The colour will link the spaces and define the different functions of the spaces. The initial idea was to enhance views to the landmark church building and mark the gateway buildings of the space. This was changed because it lacked longevity and functionality to affect change. Evolved concept. Grand Designs provided architectural influences for the evolved concept. It provided inspiration to enhance the vertical spaces of the existing building using contrasting materials. Kew Gardens provided inspiration to create arboretums and themed gardens for all seasonal interest. It inspired the design concept to open up the alleyways to create new urban farming spaces. The new concept is focused on creating distinctive functional spaces that is linked through materials and colour. Each of the spaces provides a clear function for community engagement and activity. The concept has evolved to include lighting installations to create safety and character at night. The new lighting will enhance the facades of the houses and the landmark church building. Final designs. The new logo is influenced by Keith Haring and provides a playful identity that reflects the space. The Elements Park regenerates the area with different play and green spaces using architectural interventions. The street spaces utilise the vertical spaces for play elements, whilst the green alleyways are open to create new urban farmed themed gardens. The Vista Gardens provide urban and community farming and seasonal themed gardens to attract interest outside the community. The concept of the house extensions is to utilise the vertical space of the street space and the roof to create an integrated play space to create activity and place. The street space is regenerated through the use of raised play space which engages the community to create place. The church gardens is opened up to create a sculptural seasonal gardening space for St Thomas Church Square to enhance the character of the church. The Cafe Hub serves as the community social focal point of the project. It will hold community meetings and events that support the development of the project. The new facade extensions use strip lighting to enhance their identity and safety at night to promote engagement. The church is also enhanced by strip lighting which highlights the existing architectural features to create identity at night. Thank you.